What is up, guys? We're back again, the Off Track Experience. This episode of the podcast, we got Off Track with the man himself, the Frenchman, Amaury Pierron. Won an overall title. He's one of probably the funniest guys on the World Cup circuit, on and off the bike. He's definitely himself, and he's definitely someone to look up to, especially if you're a French rider. But been friends with Amaury for a while now, and lucky enough to come to his house in Brood and sit down and have a little chat with him. But interesting to see how he goes this season, because I think he's going to be one of the favourites. He's coming in healthy after a few injuries over the past few seasons, so I think he's going to be one fighting for wins this year. And yeah, it was cool to sit down and pick his brain on a few things, but super down-to-earth person, super easy to talk to and deal with, and yeah, I really appreciate the time. I can imagine it'd be hard doing an English podcast when you're a French person, so yeah, really appreciate it. And yeah, here you guys go, the Amaury Pierron podcast. I feel like I'm following a lot of people. Alright, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready to do it? Amaury Pierron podcast? No. How you doing anyway, man? You missed, where are we? Brood. How do you say it? Brood? Brood.
In real French?
Brood? Brood.
I think you're never gonna...
How do you say it? How do you say it properly?
Brioude.
See, I can't,
This is the R. The R.
How do you get that?
English people don't get the R. And the Spanish R is like worse than the French one.
Really?
It's like
Yeah.
Brioude.
I can't do that. My girlfriend can do that.
Ah, yeah?
Yeah, I can't do it. She might be able to speak French better than me. But yeah, we're here in... I can't do it now. Brioude.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that. It's like... I don't know. It's like...
Maybe we'll do some French lessons.
With
the top of your mouth?
Yeah.
Alright, we're here.
Okay, this is the French lesson today.
We're here anyway. It's just going to be an hour of just talking about my French. Anyway, yeah, we're here. How you feeling? How you doing? We just did the mini World Cup, or the World Cup, however you want to look at it. You didn't race though, did you? You got a bit like, did you get sick? You got come down with something?
It started like on Tuesday when I come back to Portugal. You know, it was super cold there, like it was freezing in the night and the track was frozen in the morning. And it was windy, so the fields were super low. And I don't know if I get like get cold there or whatever, but like on Tuesday, yeah, when I get to a bike ride, I was like super like no more breathe, like that.
You know, a lot of like other people got sick as well.
No.
Yeah, like Dylan got sick. Marshy
but
got
it's totally different because they got sick, but not the same.
Not the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like
different.
Were you vomiting, or were you just
no,
breathing?
Just breathing. It started by breathing.
Yeah.
And then I felt like super low in energy, like no power, like in the morning, like impossible to wake up. Like all day it was like.
But you still won.
Eh?
You still won the race, or was this after the race?
After the race.
Oh, after the race.
No,
Okay,
no. After when I come back.
Okay, the Tuesday after.
No, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just getting worse and worse. So I tried to do the practices and I felt weird on the bike, like, you know, my brain was not like lining up with what's going on in real life.
Yeah, it's a bit shaky.
It was like always in late, like, you know, not in my lines.
Yeah.
So my head was like just struggling, I think. Yeah. So I decided to not race because don't want to take risk.
Yeah.
But it was a shame.
Was it fun watching though? I seen a video of you and you look like you're almost hiding in the crowd, because it would have been probably like swarmed with fans and people. But was it fun to just watch the race if you couldn't do it, because it was kind of like your home race as well?
It was okay. Like I had already tougher times, like last year when I watched like the Léger World Cup, for example. I was like, okay, no. It was terrible. But I know it's like there is load in 2 weeks, and it was my decision to not race, so it's not the same, you know, when
you're forced to.
Yeah, exactly. So It was cool to see like people shredding and some crashes, but yeah, unfortunately the rain came, so it was not the same like vibes.
Yeah.
But
I know. At the top was not the same vibe.
Yeah, but it was cool to watch.
Yeah, and I heard you did like a little interview with Monster Energy saying how like you'd like it to be like before all World Cups, like at the start of this season, you do like a mini race like that, which I think would be cool because it just chills everyone out a little bit. Like it's cool, the media comes, everyone's there, but no one's serious in a way. Like everyone's just having fun. But would you hold something like that if you try to make it like bigger? But
to be honest, I think like I would love like to do like a kind of a little winter series.
Yeah.
Like imagine if we, I don't know, maybe 4 race, maybe not in a row, but like 2 race, 1 week off and then 2 race, like all in France or super close to France.
Yep.
And if like everyone is playing the game, I mean like every team, it could be really interesting, like to like, you know, for like even like for testing bikes and everything and just for training is good, like but actually currently the season is like not well organized, I think, because like there is load and 2 months off then the rest of the season. But if we have like a condensed season,
if you put even those races in, but like after Lords people could stay and race, or do you want them before
but I think after Lord like nobody give a fuck for a little race like that. Like before the season can be interesting, because
just get rid of Lords altogether, or put Lords later and then put your little races.
If the season start, like, maybe imagine I don't know, like it could be like Lords could be like maybe 2 weeks before podium. It could work. Like it will be better for sure.
There's so much free time. Like we have. And
we could have maybe like 5 weeks in February, March, like to do this kind of series.
Like a mini winter series. Because there's that many like people that would want to do it around here as well. Like it would be massive, wouldn't it? Like the crowd on the hill on the Saturday, like my first run, it felt like a race run.
It was crazy.
Like, what? Like at the bottom, there's like that was insane. That's more people than we get at our Aussie nationals for our national champs.
For sure, and for us as well at nationals, there is like no much crowd. But I don't know. The place here is like famous for enduro moto. I think this is the place where born enduro moto in Brioude.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. I think you have to do some research.
Okay, I didn't look into it. What was it like then growing up here? Like, why did you go into the mountain biking and not the moto? Like, what was...
We will like do moto with my brothers, but my parents were like... We don't like... we're born here. We were born in like upper in France, like in Alsace.
Oh, okay.
Near Germany. And this is like super strict there, and you like if you go to the mountains on the off-road with your moto, it's like super like not allowed.
Really, you get like fines or arrested or
like super is not good to do that there. So my parents were doing it a bit, but that's why they come here, because it's like more free for this kind of activities.
How old were you when you came here?
When I was 11.
Oh, okay, so still pretty young. And was the mountain biking really big here already?
No, not at all.
Not at all. So just moto.
Just moto.
True. So you've brought it here then?
Me, no, because I was playing football, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't bring it here until recently. But back then, did your brothers all ride mountain bikes?
Yeah.
Because you're the middle.
Yeah.
So
and Buddy was riding bikes already.
Yeah.
So he bring mountain bikes here. Really?
And you just, and you follow.
Like there is like I think so. I did 1 more year of football here, then I changed to mountain bike. Because
when you say like soccer, like football.
Sorry.
Well, I get you.
Yeah, football.
If anyone at home, soccer, football,
So soccer, and then I just went to watch him at races, and I saw what the fuck is looking so cool. Like just like you go fast on your bike, and there was really good atmosphere. That's what pleased me. I saw people just enjoying. It was good vibes, like no stress, nobody to
was it less serious?
To yelling after you.
Was it less serious than soccer?
Yeah. That soccer was like, you know, Brio is like a little town. And you're like, okay, we need to win. Wow, fuck off, dude. Like,
yeah, it's just, yeah. A lot of team sports are like that. Hey, where it's
crazy.
Like,
Crazy. So I went to downhill at this time. And yeah, I enjoyed it since the time. And then we start like building tracks everywhere.
I was gonna get to. So when you were like, obviously you followed your brother into it.
Yeah.
Do you find it crazy how like I always talk to people and it's like the second brother is always normally ends up being the faster brother though? Do you find that like in riding? Like I was the second brother. Like look at like Eddie Masters is the second brother. You're the second brother. Do you find that played a role in it? Because it's like I always say to people, if you want to have a fast downhill racer, have 2 kids and then focus on the second one. But it's true, because do you find like as a kid he's always better than you at everything? Like as when you were growing up, like he'd be stronger than you, he'd be bigger than you, he'd like, you were the little one and he would always beat you at everything. Like even like not in a bad way, but you learn how to lose because you're always losing.
Yeah, sure,
and then you
sense.
get better. But that's funny. Like you followed him to it, but then you would have always been competing against him, and he would have always been faster.
Yeah.
So it took like you would always at the start you would have always lost. Like
for sure.
Always lost. You get used to.
And not only in mountain bikes, as you say, like in everything in life.
Yeah. Like, you want that thing in the fridge for dessert? Nope. And then he grabs it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I always see it with a lot of younger siblings always do better, and I think it's because of that reason that you learn how to lose from like a young age. Like you always like
get smashed.
Yeah, and it's just like, but I think it makes you like resilient, and you get used to, you get like comfortable with losing and failing, and then you get better because you work on that. So,
and not even like about like failing or like against him, but you can see he got experiences before you, so you're gonna learn like bad experiences, and you can just learn
from his mistakes as well.
From his mistakes. So
yeah,
I think that is a good point as well.
Yeah. And once you kind of got into mountain biking, then was it just like the whole family, like Anton got into it as well, and it was just you became like a race family after that?
We went to the races together at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it was for sure not the same as now, because it was like just like for like, you know, BBQ on the weekend, like just like a party all weekend, you know.
It's still kind of like that.
Kind of, but not so much.
Yeah, different.
No, we are like all of 3 of us are in a different team, and my parents come to see how it goes, you know. They enjoy. They're still doing the barbecue.
They're still cooking their own barbecue. They don't cook the barbecue for you.
But yeah, no, for us it's not the same. But I think this is the same vibe. Now we go for fun. It's not the same as before.
Yeah.
Same fun, but different fun.
Yeah. More or less fun.
It's different fun.
Different fun. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
But it's same fun, but different fun.
It's a weird one, isn't it, when it like changes, because it's like it's still really fun, but yeah, that's not
the same. It's not just like I'm gonna hang out and spend time with my friends. Go, you know, just after the day going, I don't know, to the bar, doing some stuff, and it's like super serious, but. It's fun in the serious.
Yeah, and then after,
because we love that time.
Yeah, and then after when it's serious, it's like like that. Yeah, after you finish a good run, you're like, It's like this.
That's the best feeling.
It's like this,
like doing a good run.
Fuck. Yeah, and you cross the line, you know, like you don't look back, you just know.
When does this happen?
Yeah, you see the crowd going. Like, yeah. Oh, that's true. It's funny. Yeah, different fun for sure. But that was so you 3 came here and started riding. Did you guys start putting in mountain bike tracks as soon as you got here? Did you start doing that yourself, or was that someone else started doing that? Because we'll kind of get onto the bike park.
But that was crazy, because like downhill was totally, I think, unknown here. I'm not pretty sure, but I think there was nothing like, at least like in Brioude, you know. So he started to build tracks. And just little tracks, like 200 meters from here, but 20 seconds track, you know.
Yeah.
But there is like maybe maybe 15 tracks like that.
Yeah.
Just there.
This is when you were like, how old were you when this, like maybe like 11 or 12?
Yeah,
when
12, 13.
Yeah.
Like shortly when we came here, we start like building stuff.
Straight away, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Just for hours and hours, hey?
Yeah.
You just live in...
you know, we were a kid, and when we were not at school, we were in
Digging,
the
yeah.
forest, like digging.
Yeah.
But that's a good, I think, a good kind of good school to dig your tracks and yeah, just go by your own with your friends. Like
It's good to be in nature.
Following like someone, you know, you just do your own stuff because you love that.
You can be quite creative as well, like with
Yeah,
making
you're getting
jumps and lines.
for
You're
sure.
in nature,
and you understand like how to build. So
yeah, and that's a bit of an art, I think. Like to build a good track or jumps is like because you would have been building since you were a kid, like and same, and that's like over 10 years to make good jumps, good tracks. You know, you like
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
because
like,
if you don't do that since a while or like don't have this kind of stuff in your blood, it's like
it's hard.
Some friends are like, yo, do a corner here, you come back 30 minutes later, the corner is like shit, you know.
Yeah. They don't know, they don't see it.
Yeah.
I compare it to, I went surfing with like Jack and other guys, and they just start paddling and they're on a wave. And I'm like, how did you see the wave? And they're like, you just know.
Yeah.
And it's like with building tracks, it's like, it's hard to explain it, but you just know how it should work from so long. Have you surfed before?
Yeah, so I'm understanding why I'm bad because I don't see the wave coming.
It just takes time and like it takes
it's
like
so hard.
We've been digging for 10, 15 years, so we know. The surfers have been surfing for 10, 15 years, so they see it. I thought it was cool. I was surfing and I was like, I can't read the ocean yet. Like
for sure.
Yeah, but with the track, it's like
it is the same.
You see it without. And that's kind of, I guess, because like the bike park now has become pretty.
Yeah, and Badis is pretty good. Like he's like better than.
Is he doing
me for sure?
Is he doing most of the work at the bike park?
Yeah, like he did everything. Like we came 1 time or 2 times to help him, but like,
really
today I think he went like this afternoon to build.
Really?
He was like, this afternoon I go to the machine. Like that.
Really? Yeah. I might go help him. I'm gonna give him a hand. I really like building tracks.
Yeah. No, he absolutely love it and he's good at it.
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
That's one of the best tracks I reckon I've ever probably ridden. Like,
that's cool, huh? Because he's racing like World Cups at pretty good level, so. And he loves digging, so it's a good mix to have good tracks.
Yeah,
I think it's not like the funniest bike park if you want to jump, have a flow or whatever. But even the green track is good flow.
Yeah, it'll work.
But there is like
the green track's not a green track though. It's not a green track. We rode it. We're like, this is not one. No, it's like a dark green, like a very dark green. We rode it.
Blue.
Yeah, is blue worse than green? Isn't blue?
Yeah. There is green, blue, red, dark.
It's like half blue, half red. No,
Come on.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle for sure. But we rode that the other day, and we just all started laughing because someone said, "Yeah, it's a green," and then there's like these rock drops and stuff. Like, Pierron green. It's green for us, but anyone else?
Yeah.
No, it's dude, it's epic.
You can avoid the jumps and everything.
Yeah, you can miss them. There's B-lines. There is B-lines. But I rode there like, 4 days this week, and you just don't get sick of it either. Like it's just always fun, and you don't have to, like, you know, when you go to a track and it's just like it's scary, so you don't want to ride it because it's like you can, but it's like you're tense. Where there's like flowing and jumps and no, it's really good. And what's the plan with that? It's just to keep. Because you don't own the land; it's owned by a farmer. Is that right? And he leases the land to you guys.
It's like there is like different parts, like the top part's like to the farmer at the top.
Yeah.
Then this is from other people, and then the bottom is like to the village, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's just like every yeah.
So I don't know what the plan is with that.
Just
keep going.
Just keep going, building tracks.
You wanna do something to to have a really good track to train at home.
Yeah.
Because he loves this place and don't want to move and everyone was and still going to San Remo. So I was like, fuck, why everybody's going there? I'm gonna do a track and the track gonna be destroyed and everyone gonna come.
True. That's what's gonna happen though.
It's kind of happening.
I would come here, and then if you could do that and then have the race, people come test. Would you have the race on that hill, or is it too hard because it's?
We do the race on the little track because the finish line is kind of in the city.
Yeah, it makes it better.
People,
yeah. Because that would be better, but it's just harder because it's not
people
really...
and for the paddock as well.
There's no finish.
Not as easy.
Yeah, I get you. Because we were there and we're like, oh, it'd be fun to race this, but like you said, it's
for sure.
But it's almost more fun that one's kind of shorter because it's not serious. It's like just a fun, quick thing. So, yeah, true. You're saying he doesn't want to move away, that he wants to stay here. Do you all live here?
I live in Andorra, but
okay.
I'm here because there was a race and
So you're in Andorra now?
Yeah,
full time.
Pretty full time between team camps.
So I
still come back here.
You're never anywhere for long.
Yeah, for sure. It's always all of my life is in my van.
Yeah,
I always
traveling.
How do you say? Not full. The inverse of full.
The opposite of full.
Yeah.
Like empty.
Empty. My van is never empty.
It's always. Yeah.
I never. Yeah. I always let my stuff in the van because I always move.
Do you find that hard? Because I remember we were talking the other day. Like you're single at the moment. You don't have a girlfriend. Do you find that's a reason that it's hard to? Because I've always found that hard when I've had relationships. Because I'm the same. It's just like you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You move around a lot. Especially with racing, it makes it hard to have something like that work. Even last year was a struggle. Me and my girlfriend, there was a lot of struggling. I was away for 4 months, and it makes it because you've got to be so selfish. I think being an athlete, it makes it hard to.
Yeah, for sure. It's not I find someone, so it's new. So
you guys?
Yeah.
But in the past, do you find
in the past, but it's really new, so I don't know how it will work, but it's always like that, you moving, so there is not girl what you want to have a boy like that.
You're gonna hold on to them
every day, all day long.
So it's having that balance to go away.
So it's hard to find someone who let you travel and do your things. They she needs to kind of be the same, I think.
Because I think they when people invest so much in your life, but they don't have their own, it makes it harder. But we live pretty weird jobs. It's not, it's
and
not
even worse for you. You live half year in your country and then half year in Europe.
Yeah. So it's bye. I miss my cat. I miss my cat. I want to go into my cat. So I know what you mean. It's it does make it tricky. But I think, like you say, if you can find the right one to balance it all,
I think yes.
And they have their life and you have yours, and you build each other up. It's not just they build you up and that's it. So
True.
But it is tricky, isn't it? Especially with all the it's hectic. It's a weird one to balance. I've struggled with it for ages, so hopefully I think I've wanted something good now, so hopefully it's working. But back to, because you were saying you don't live here anymore, but do your other brothers all live here? That's a very French thing, isn't it, for the family to stay very... No, it is though, isn't it?
I don't know if it's French, but...
Well, at home, in Australia, as soon as you're 18, you just move out.
But in France it's kind of the same, but we...
You guys just
we are weird.
Mum's got good cooking.
Cooking. Father have a good garage, so we can let the bike and everything.
There's motos all around.
It's a premium hotel.
Yeah. You can't say that.
I can't say that.
It's a premium hotel.
No,
washing gets done, the bedding.
No, but it's super easy and good times. Easy.
Yeah, true. When you're in Andorra, you just by yourself in Andorra?
Yeah. I'm co-living with I don't know if you know Arthur, the engineer of Commensal.
Oh yeah.
But I don't. He's always working, or no, he's living with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I don't see him so much.
Yeah.
But I really like to be on my own because often at final when I'm here, like I'm doing nothing, no cooking, nothing, and I feel like
lazy. Yeah.
super lazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard like to find motivation to do things.
Yeah.
And when I'm in order, I'm like, okay, do that, then trainings, and go groceries, and cooking.
Do you like?
You never stop.
Do you like cooking?
I don't really like. I like, but I don't like in the same time because it's like taking you so much time. If you want to do something good,
Yeah, but you feel good when you finish though. Like,
it's super good. But I don't like spend that much time.
true. I like.
It's
I
like
like,
fuck.
I like cooking, especially in France because everyone eats so much cheese, so much bread. Like last night, we went to Flo's auntie's house, and you know when you fry the cheese. Like you heat melt the cheese in the
raclette.
Yeah.
And the potatoes.
Yeah, like it was good, but so much cheese. Like
You don't like that?
no, it's too much. Just cheese and bread, bread and meat. It's just cheese. Man,
This is good.
no, at home I eat no bread, no cheese, no meat, and then I come to Europe, and it's just so much. Do you have dreams when you eat cheese? Do you get like dreams? Do
we dream about cheese when we eat cheese? Is that the question?
No, like if you eat cheese, when you go to bed, do you dream? Not about cheese.
Like you sleep well, you mean?
Well, no, like you have dreams, like you.
I never dream.
Never.
It's like
Because last night I ate cheese, and it's a thing. Like if you eat cheese or dairy.
Okay. No, so I'm gonna explain you something. Flo maybe put some THC in the cheese. That's the reason why you had good dreams. That's true. This is not the cheese. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna show after this is done. I'll show. I'm like, it's a thing.
Okay.
I promise. I'll show. We'll find it. We'll find the cheese dream thing.
But if
Flo might have
cooked
done
the cheese,
No.
this is not only the cheese.
There's a bit of extra from the island. A bit extra spice from the island.
Special cheese from the island.
Oh man. All right, I gotta ask you something. Do you remember the first race we raced each other? Do you know which race it was? I did some research here. I looked back.
What?
The first time we raced each other.
Okay.
Do you remember do you know what the race was?
So it was in juniors.
Yep.
So that was your second. No, yeah, your second, my first year. What was my first year race? For William?
I think actually it would have been Fort William then.
I think for William 2013.
Yeah. Well, I searched it, but the first one for me came out Val de Sol.
Okay.
2013, but you must have, because I put you versus me, but your name didn't pop up for Fort William. So it was Fort William was your first one?
Yeah, but I did not finish, so maybe not in the result.
Oh, you didn't finish? What happened?
What happened? I think I broke my shoes.
Your shoes?
Was not funny, dude. Like,
what do you mean you broke your shoes?
I was like losing my balance, so put my foot on a rock, like, super hard, and the shoes like, like the bottom of the shoes were broken.
Really?
So, like impossible to ride, and
so you didn't qualify.
Yeah, our 4 was a lot of stories. It was the finals, I think.
Okay. That sucks. That's not good. You just snapped your shoe. Was it like a mouth? Like did it open?
Yeah. Kind of.
Oh, so that was your first World Cup.
Yeah.
Fuck. Do you remember Val de Sol? Do you remember that World Cup? Do you remember what you got at that one?
No.
You don't remember?
Absolutely no.
It was I looked up. You got 24th.
I was 24th?
Yeah.
Wasn't it that bad?
That's not bad. Do you remember what I got?
Third?
No, I won.
You won?
I won, yeah.
Fuck.
I want to get back to this. I'll loop back to this later because I thought it was cool, like seeing that. I saw Loris got 4th.
Okay.
Phil Atwell got 2nd. Lucas Shaw got 3rd. We're all in the same 2nd. And Loris got 4th, I think. And then I think
all of you 4th were in the same second.
no, top 3.
Okay.
0.01 of a second. And it was funny because I was 2 seconds faster at the first split, and then Phil was 2 seconds fast like at the middle split, and then Luca was 2 seconds faster at the bottom split. So like we all were 2 seconds, but it all came out at the end there. But
that's sick.
Do you remember what was it like when you first started racing World Cups? Like as a junior, how did it feel for first coming in, and what were your expectations and stuff when you first started racing?
so there was no qualification on that year, so it was just like just went there to see how it goes. There was no goal, just
want to
get
fun.
experiences and enjoying the World Cup, like to go on the World Cup, was like just I saw some photos when we come with we did like the Team France bis, we call that.
Yeah.
Like with my brother, Thomas Estac, Dylan Levesque. We vent to the races together, and it was like, kind of the Vangza, the French Vangza.
Yeah.
And that was pretty funny. It was a really good experience. But first it was like just to
have fun,
just race
enjoy
World
it.
Cup,
Yeah.
you're like, yes, I'm race World Cup.
That's different fun, hey.
Yeah.
Not so serious, laughing, having a good time.
Totally.
And then, because you didn't have like a bad results as a junior, but like you weren't like obviously to where you were. Was it like, did something change as you did you start to take it more seriously as like after the first year you went there? Did you? Because you got a podium the second year as a junior, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First year I was like, I did my quali were better than my finals every time.
Yeah.
So I got some, I think 9, 10, 11 place in quali, maybe in final too, I don't know. But I always want to do better. That's in me, I think. And so it was my first year junior, so potentially my second year could be great, if you don't count the second year from the year before, so it could be maybe top 5, maybe podium result, So first year race of 2014, Pietermaritzburg. So it was quali at this time. So not the year before, but 2014 were quali. So the top 30 was top 30 juniors were qualified for final. And so I went to South Africa, so it's pretty long way, it's expensive when you're junior, no sponsors, no money. So I went there with Thibault Lally and his father, so it was pretty funny trip.
Yeah.
And I just had my box with my bike, no spare wheels, like one other tire.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And like my wheel rims were pretty fucked from the practices, and in quali, like my tube went off the tire. So poo, I went over the bar like, oh fuck, and so I went like down the track like next to my bike. So I was like, and we were 30 and the qualifier was 30. So we were not like 31, only 30 riders.
Really?
So I was in the final. And Couscous gave me a rim for final. I ended up third.
Oh, that's so lucky.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, like hopefully if we were like 31, I was fucked, but...
Did you realize that you just needed to get down?
I didn't even know.
Oh, you know.
But I was just walking the track like that. And
and then you...
And then I said, oh, fuck. That was sick.
I didn't realize that. This is the whole thing, kids. Don't give up, hey?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you just walked off the track and didn't go down, you would have not qualified, like, not been, Yeah, don't give up. Never give up.
Don't give up, kids.
Keep going. You never know. Oh, and then, you got third at that race.
Yeah.
And how did you end up that year? Like, because you had like good results here and there, but you still were like, you hadn't found the kind of groove yet.
And what happened? I injured myself. Where? I don't remember. I broke my collarbone. In Munsanton. I was excited. So I won Leogang, but with luck, because Loris had a crash. And Luca was the last man to go. And Loris was on the way.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
I got my win like that.
Yeah.
And then we went to...
I forgot about that when they had the big beef and then they were teammates and
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then we went to Monsantan, and I ended up like second in quali. So I was super excited. Oh fuck yeah, it was good. Like speed were coming.
Yeah.
And in the morning of final, I just like put my front wheel on a rolling rock and that way.
Yeah, other way.
And my collarbone on the way. And broke my collarbone. So did not end up the season. Just came back for World Champs.
Yeah.
But I was too hyped.
Yeah.
And I fucked up.
Yeah.
2 crashes in the race. Man.
Yeah. It's hard as well coming back from injury like that as well. So like, and then
when you're young and you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know how to prep. But then after that, you kind of, because you're always there, but you didn't like, did something change? Because I want to get back to, the Val de Sol, your first race where you got 24th, and then 2017 comes around and you had like good results, and then you got second there to go in 2017.
Yeah.
And that was like your kind of breakout ride, I guess. Would you say like that was the one where you were like,
it's like a mix of everything. I don't know. I were like kind of good before, like on the tracks who suits me, like I liked.
Yeah.
But super bad like on like kind of flat tracks, where you need to push, pedal, everything.
Yeah.
So then I did this result in Val di Sole, and I was stressed, before final. And I talked to Loic and he told me, like, look at what you did, like on time training and qualifying. Just like you have the speed, so just have fun.
Do the same.
Just enjoy the moment. And I was like, fuck yeah, it's true. Like why putting pressure on me?
Yeah.
And like I did this run, I was insane. Ended up second, and then we went to World Champs in Cairns. And just tried like to because it's totally flat track, everything. You need to pedal, it's physical, it's terrible. And just give my best, ended up 9th. So it was like pretty good result for me.
That was your best like on a track that didn't suit you. Yeah.
That was crazy. And so
did you mind?
I worked hard the winter like on this kind of stuff. And then in the same time I was going to the Commensal factory, not factory, but A team.
Yeah.
And
did your mindset change after the end of 2017? Were you like, like I can win or get close to winning? Like, was it different from 2017 when like you were kind of stressed about like what result you'd get, and then going into 2018 was it like, I can do this? Like this is.
It was not like that. I just wanna be consistent. Coming to 2018, like always in the top 10 was my goal, and like doing 1, 2 or 3 podium could be nice.
Yeah,
that was my mindset in the winter.
Yeah,
but everything like so much things changed in my life at this moment. So I came to the pro team, so I stopped like working and just like have a full-time training. So it's been like a massive change.
Did you have a trainer or were you just training yourself?
I had already a trainer.
Yeah.
But when you're working, you need to train the evening.
You just don't have the time.
You don't have the time. You don't recover for the next days. It's like.
What were you doing for work while you were racing in 17?
I was not in a sports shop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was like repairing bikes.
Oh, true, yeah.
It's not like a bike shop,
Yeah.
Like a
sports shop with the other.
So you only have the shits bikes. You don't have a clean bike,
Yeah.
It's like terrible. But it was good, pretty good experience. I had a lot of fun with my colleagues there.
It makes you appreciate it more when you get away from it. Yeah,
for sure. So it's been always better and better in my career.
Yeah, but then when you went into 2018, because you came out, you qualified quite well because it was in Croatia, and because you were sitting I think third, and then you got a flat tire, didn't you, at the very bottom?
Yeah.
And then so that was like, was that kind of like because you knew you had the speed there, but it was still like, what's gonna?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
It could be good on this track, but you don't know how it's gonna be on the season. But yes, I was super happy on. I was 7th on the quali. I was like, okay, now I go for a podium.
Yeah.
And then I was 3rd before the the flat.
Yeah.
So it was super hard. Like first race when it's your new team.
Yeah.
You fucked up. It's like, but I showed that I had.
You were there. Yeah.
Yeah, I had speed. So yeah. I went then to 4am and
you got the 16. You got the lucky 16.
The famous lucky 16.
The famous 16, man. It's that thing.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's the year that because I remember because I had it at Croatia. And
you had it in
Croatia, yeah, and I got in the podium.
Fuck.
And then that's why when you had it at Fort William, I was like, oh, you've got the lucky 16.
I remember.
And then you obviously...
and then Damien Auton already had it as well.
Yeah.
And Andrew was super good with it.
It's a lucky number.
It's crazy.
It's a lucky number. As you sent me the thing about Angel got his first podium.
Yeah.
And he had the 16 as well. It's got... Yeah. Because that year after you won, I started watching it for the rest of the year, and it just always would be in the top 10 every race. Like it always will be on the podium. I was just like, if you get it, it's good. But
okay, guys, if you have the 16,
you're already winning.
Send it.
Yeah, go for it. God is on your side. But then you see, we did go to Fulham, and then you did get the win. And was that like how was that feeling to like actually just to go from like a flat tire to then you did it, like you won?
It was just crazy. No words really to describe it, because it was just all the previous years of like struggling, like injuries, mechanicals, like with not the best situations to racing, and finally having like it was
everything worked.
Everything worked, like clean, good run.
Yeah. Besides the end.
It was not this year.
Was that not that year? Was that the year after?
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
No, that was a clean
was
run.
Was it 19 that?
Yeah.
Oh man, that scared me. So,
me too.
Yeah. If anyone's Amaury pedalled off the last lip at Fort William and don't know. It's so close. You were just
Don't look at the.
Don't look at them because you saw green, didn't you?
Yeah. I went out to see my split.
and then just
and then shoot. Oh my god.
Did you win that race as well?
Yeah.
Imagine if you crashed but won. Because you would have gone across the line still.
Imagine you win the World Cup but you're off.
You're unconscious. You wake up in hospital. Did I win? It's like, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah, like after that, was that because after that you kind of got on a roll, and then because you won 3 in a row after that, did it almost become easy? Like not easy, but like because did you just feel like you were just?
I did like I can't describe that, but it felt like easy. Like everything was like okay.
You're in the zone, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't felt I did something special, for winning.
Yeah,
like
it's just confidence.
I don't know,
because you seem like,
and I don't feel like super confident. Like coming to then Leogang, I was like, fuck, like I won last week.
Yeah,
what should I do now? And I felt the pressure, like I saw everyone was looking to me. It was then before nobody gave a fuck to me. Then I saw and media. It was super. Huh?
Was it hard as well because like your English is really good now, but back then it wouldn't have been as good as now?
For sure.
Was it hard because you got all this new attention, and you also had to like speak English? Was that like a big like to deal with that? Because I can imagine that would be like I imagine if I started winning and then everyone started speaking French to me and I'm like how
but it was kind of easy because not easy, but I just like took easy word like I'm happy I did a good run.
Sure.
But for sure when like we like some I don't know, like deeper interviews or whatever, it's like kind of harder. But it was a bit stressful for sure, like TV and everything, like what is this thing?
It was cool though because you didn't change who you were, like you were very much yourself. And I think that's why a lot of people, it was like appealing to a lot of people that you didn't change, you weren't this different person, you just didn't care yourself. I
think it's like,
do you think as well, like because a lot of the French in the past have been kind of serious and you were just kind of like, I don't want, like you were just like I'm being me and I'm gonna have fun and not change?
I don't know. I for sure the French have had a really bad like image.
Yes,
in the
yeah,
sport.
yeah.
When I started mountain bikes, it was like just French people.
Yeah.
Like kind of super serious, not laughing. And Loic had a good image, so it started like to. There was it. I felt like there were the French and Loic who was like the good guy.
Yeah.
But we all had like kind of a bad image. But I think now it's like kind of better.
It's changed for sure. You've probably played a big part in that as well, because you were like the one that showed that you can be funny and laugh and happy and still win. I think a lot of people thought you could do that, but you couldn't win.
Yeah.
But when you started winning and then didn't care, it was like, oh, well, we can all do that now. Like, so it was refreshing. Like, it was nice to see cool. that you didn't, you just kept having fun. Even then you were winning as well. It's like that. It was really cool. So I thought that was cool to watch, but I thought, it might be challenging to have that pressure and then have to speak English as well, and then everything on top of that. But it obviously didn't affect you that badly because you kept winning. You kept winning.
Yeah, that was good. Like for sure. But the worst part was in the off season between 2018 and 2019.
Yeah.
Because during the season it was like as I told you, like super short interview about your win and everything. So it's not like really deep into it, you know.
Yeah, it's just quick.
And we just like stay in the team, and it's a French team, so it's pretty easy and pretty chill. But during the off season, like there is more interviews and stuff like that, and you have the time to question yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck. To be honest, I didn't know how I did to win.
Yeah.
Because I told you and you told it was easy. Like, everything clicked.
Yeah. It just works.
Yeah.
When that happens, it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird. Like you
just don't think about it.
You are sick. Like, super, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
And then you always, I think when you look back, you try and, because I had a really good year in 2015 and it was just easy. Like I got my podium, I was having fun, all the races were good. And then I started struggling in 2016. I was like, what did I do? And then you start questioning and you've stressed. So that's how you felt going into 2019. You were kind of like, felt like that's when the pressure came in.
First race, with the number 1 plate on your bike, like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the media presence, like, you're number 1, you're gonna win this year again, like,
like
this is the World Cup, but a lot of pressure. And at the first race I wasn't like there for fun, but for a result. Not looking for having fun times and everything, just looking for a result. And I spent like the worst weekend ever of my life. Only in stress all weekend. Terrible. So
and you don't want to race
change and had a good season, but like first race was like I ended up 25th in the
where was this
quali?
In 2019? Maribor.
So 25th in quali. I was like, what the fuck.
It's crazy the amount of pressure you can put on yourself, like for no reason. Because like it's really like you can only do the best you can do.
For sure.
And that's it.
Yeah,
you do your best.
When you start like thinking like, oh, you want to do well for your sponsor, for friends, for not for your friends, but like for everyone. I don't know.
But at the end of the day, you got to do it for yourself. You got to enjoy.
Yes, that's what you do. So don't let the pressure go on you. And the only pressure who's good is the only one you put on you. But the pressure from outside is like terrible.
I've never dealt with it because I've never had the number 1, but I can imagine like, well, as a junior I kind of felt a little bit because at the start I didn't.
You feel like the pressure from everybody. They wait for you. And that's the word, like when people wait for you, like fuck.
And I guess at home when I race in Australia, because it's like I'll go to like a smaller like a smaller race and I'll have the number 1, and everyone like, if you win, everyone's like, oh, he was meant to win. But if you don't win, everyone's like, what's happening? Well, what's happening? What's wrong? And you're like, you don't always win. Like it doesn't.
That's totally true.
Do you think as well it's because like when you did win, like you fairly like it wasn't like by a little bit, it was by a lot. Like you seemed like, I want to talk about like your Leger run in 2018 when you won by like over a second or something on that track. But I think when you win by that amount, it makes people think, oh well, you can't be beaten, even though it's like obviously you can. But do you feel like did you feel like maybe that played a part because you were doing so, like you won 3 in a row, like, you know, when Aaron Gwin started winning so much, everyone's like, well, he's always going to win now, and it's like that adds more pressure because it's like
if you get one win, like people like
lucky,
it's lucky, but if you start to get some wins, and be a contender, like to the top spot, people will wait for you. And we can, and even me, when I look at for example the Supercross, I'm like, we don't know what's happening in athletes' life. But when someone who we know, just because we know, we used to see him like at the top, and when he's not at the top, like, so I'm taking like kind of distance, I can say. So I try to understand what's happening, but I don't know. We don't know. Like,
you only see a little bit.
For example, Ken Rogers, like he was winning last year. He was fighting for the overall in Essex, and now he won the first one, and then like was
nowhere.
Bad.
Like, but you don't know.
And people can be super bad. Like, oh, you bad. But why you say you bad? You don't even know what it is to do 20 minutes motor. And you don't even know what is happening in his life, but
the internet.
If people knows that you've been good, you have to be good. If you don't are good anymore, you shit, and people like just
they cast you away.
It's crazy. And I think that's the part of the sports who is like the hardest, because if you've been good one time, you always need to be good.
It's only down from the top.
But like there is like, I don't know, many people who want the same thing, you know. So I want the same thing, but
do you find, like, do you try and look at races now? Because I try and look at races now. If I don't do as well as I would hope, I still try and look at just being at the race and being around good people and being in that experience as being really good as well. Because like last year I kind of struggled and didn't have a good year, but I was still just happy that I could come and race, because like after COVID and we couldn't do it. So when I came back, I was like, I wasn't getting good results, but I was just happy to be racing again, and like I was enjoying the process. Because if I didn't have good results and then I wasn't happy, I'm like, it's pretty shit then. It's like I was still like wanted to do better, but at least I was enjoying myself, and not the results weren't there, but like I'm like, okay, I'll put in the work and make it happen like later. But I think you can get in that spiral. It's like if you just look at the result and not everything else, if you don't get the result, it's like, if you don't get the result, your weekend's been bad. But it's like
they can have some other stuff like makes the weekend super cool.
Well, it's like you said, like you went to this race on the weekend, you didn't race, but the crowd and everything, it's cool. It's like you didn't get the result you wanted because you obviously didn't feel well, but it's still a good experience. Like you're at a home race, all these people, like,
true.
The amount of people there that would just love just to see you and meet you, and like
that's cool.
That's cool. So it doesn't, you don't have to worry so much about the result. I tried to add snowshoe, that happened because I crashed and hurt my shoulder, and I walked the track. People would come up and hug me. People would like, Dino, and like everyone was excited. I was like, this is cool. Like, I enjoyed that experience.
It's sad, but it's really important to open our mind to this kind of stuff, because it's not only the result. The result is now a big part of the joy for sure, but
it's not everything.
It's not everything. Like if you have the result, but like, I don't know, your life is no fun. It's like, why? I mean, like if you don't like enjoy the process, enjoy the weekend, like, I don't know.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Like, you know, if you don't enjoy it at all, like what's the point of
like? Result don't make everything. Like you have to just love, I think, your life, the process, the vibes of the piece, the weekend, the people around.
And normally when you do love that, enjoy that, that's when you get the good results.
True.
It's like it's part of it.
Because you're just like always in kind of a positive vibe. So
when you're happy, you ride fast. It's as simple as
Be
that. If
happy.
you're happy, you go fast. It's good.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk to you about that Leger race run, because I just remember watching that, and I remember watching you pedal out of the start gate, and I can remember so clearly from the first 10 meters of that run, I knew you were going to win or crash, but like
Win or crash.
win or crash. But you, like, I always tell people, it's like, it's not all these other things that people think like they need to be smarter or fitter or all these other things, and it all comes down to, I think, like how bad you want something. Like if you want to win more than anyone else or whatever, that's what you'll get. Or you want something, it's like if you want that thing. And I just remember you pedaling out of the start gate from Leger, and like I just remember you pulling on your bars and like just going, and I was like, he wants this. Like you wanted it more than anyone else there. Like it was so obvious to see in the first like 10 meters, and I was like, okay, like it's like you want that more than anyone else here. It's like, and that's why I think that's why you want, yeah, like you obviously won. But it was like, I think it's not very obvious that like how much more someone wants something into, like, but when you, like, it was like, for me anyway, from when I saw that, like I don't remember that much from that season, like besides a few things, but I remember so clearly just how you pedaled out of the start gate at Leger, and I was like, like you're not going to get beaten now. Like it was that night and day from everyone else, and I think that was a cool thing to see. Like, and especially after like you had been winning as well, and you're just like, I really like, and you won the overall, what, with like a race to go, like you.
The year before that year, I ended up second.
Oh, was that
was
that 19?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you were battling back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's, you beat Loic that day. You beat everyone. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
But I just remember, it was so cool, man. Like I remember that. Like it's funny sometimes at World Cups. Some of the like the best moments, I feel like in World Cups, like I wasn't because I did something, it was because you see something, and it's just like that to me was one of my favorite things at the World Cup, just to see like you win in the crowd and everything. I was like,
man, Leger was crazy.
Yeah, it was so cool, especially that track out was just so fast,
so good.
And you just two-wheel drifted everywhere as well.
Like MotoGP. Yeah.
Oh man, I remember at the start, like you come down that real fast bit and you just two. I was like,
I don't know how many kilometer we were, but it was so fast.
I think, remember Mayhem Media?
Yeah,
I think he was there. It was like 70, 80, maybe 80 Ks or something.
Maybe yes, close to 80.
Yeah.
Fuck. This track was sick. I don't know how the new is, but last track, the old track was sick.
The new one's like,
it's different.
It's fun,
but it's cool apparently.
It's fun, but I like the big turns. You didn't race. You were. Did you feel like as well, because like when I say I watched that race, like it seemed like you just didn't care about if you crashed or not. It was just you wanted to win no matter what. And now like you've had a few injuries. Do you find it like you think about that more, like pushing that hard? Because I really believe when you go as hard, your best run beats pretty much anyone with their best run. Like at that point, when you can find that limit, I think that's the fastest you can ride a bike pretty much. So I see that. But then does that change after you've had some injuries, and like do you think about it more, or do you like, is it harder to push that edge like you felt then? Because I know when I've hurt myself and you come back from it, like it's a bit like you kind of like creep into it a bit. I know you build in a season a bit, but like I find it like it is a bit of a challenge to come back from it sometimes.
Yeah, the problem for me is to calm me down.
Yeah,
because I'm already like, when I'm in the start gate, I just want to go. Like I'm here to give the best I can. So when I do like super good run and I'm happy with, it's like often like really good result. But sometimes I'm not like really in shape, or struggle maybe with some parts of the track, and that maybe when I can add my injuries before. So especially after COVID, I wanna ride the same pace, but I was super low, like I don't know, like not the same energy, after COVID it was a long time off, like no races, nothing. So and I tried to ride like that, but so I had an injury because my mind was not ready to go as deep, in the process. But
because you got to get your mind in a pretty good spot to push.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really understand, like in a race run, like
it's crazy.
you're in a like you're not present. You're in this other world.
It's like it's happening,
but you're not there.
Yeah.
It's like you're in. Yeah.
That's sick. Because this feeling is insane.
I can't get it doing anything else. There's nothing else I do where you can just be like just in here. Just in here and in there, and then you finish and you're almost like
you come back again.
Yeah.
That's sick, because it's hard like to find people who have this kind of feeling too.
Yeah, they go in. Yeah.
People don't really understand that, but
no, I always talk. It's like the flow state.
Yeah,
when time changes and like vision and like you're so wired in, and you'll finish your run and you don't even remember your run. Yeah, you don't remember anything.
You need like to reflect about your run to remember what happened.
Yeah. People ask you how's your run, and you're like,
cool.
Good.
That was sick, but you don't really know what happened.
No, it takes a while to remember. But when you ride like that, that's when you ride really well, and it's hard to get there though. It's when you do it, you're always like, I'll just go back into there, but it's not.
It's like a full process to get in that zone.
Yeah, it's all. I think it's somewhat you got to build into it so much with like confidence, with training, with riding, with everything. But to like shut that voice off in your head and just be in reaction and present, it's fucking hard. When you can do it, it's almost better than like you don't care about the result. Like because you're in that state. It's like funny, you don't care about the result, but when you get in that state
and you just give the best you can on the bike, it's like everything like going well.
You get to the bottom and you're like, that's the win. Like that's I always tell people, like, if I can get, because it's funny, because like if I can get into that, I feel like I've already won. Like I've finished, but I'm like, but if I can get into that, I always do a good result. It's weird. It's like I'll be at the top of a hill and if I don't care about the result is when I get the result. That makes sense. It's like when you realize it's just like you're in this good state of mind and you're happy and you're just excited and you just want to go. It's just like the result doesn't matter now. It's like it's
normally if you just want to give your best, like on the bike, I mean, just do the best run you can, and just not like the best result you can. You can. It's where you have the best result.
It always comes. Oh, it's a trip, man. Do you find it crazy with how fast all the French guys are now? Like, do you find it, because you guys don't really have fast juniors coming up though, but you have like for elite, you guys have got, it have to be the fastest like all around, like for riders in general country. Do you reckon? Do you know, like, why do you think?
I don't know.
It's just like by far it'd probably be you and maybe like like Britain maybe.
What?
Like for fast countries, like you and maybe England, like UK.
England, Australia, New Zealand.
Not as many. Like,
the French are dominating.
Yeah, I know. When you have 4 people on a World Cup podium, it's like,
dude, like Lander Ride last year ended up 4th. And it was only Frenchman in front of me. So I was like, fuck.
And it was only like,
I hate French.
You hate the French? I hate myself.
No, but like when there is like, fuck, why French are here, you know? I was 4th and only French in front of me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just like a home race.
Yeah.
A national race.
Oh, it's a brilliant race.
Because I was like, you were less than a second as well, hey? Like it was really close as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I think it was less than a second.
No, for sure. It was 0.4, I think.
And you're in 4th.
Yeah. And snowshoe, I was 4th as well, and 0.7.
Oh, man. That's so tight.
Yeah. Oh. But, yeah.
It is crazy.
No, maybe not 0.4. 0.9. I don't know. But less than a second,
yeah. Damn French. I think it's just because you guys have so much, like, because once you get a few fast people, it gives everyone else someone to like compare and go up against, so they kind of builds on themselves.
For sure, for me when I was junior, like Loris was kicking my ass like every race. Like when I did my first podium in South Africa, so Luca was first, but I was like 8 seconds behind Luca. like on the, so you know this kind of guys like always like kick my ass and just when I get closer and closer. So yes, it's like the carrot for the rabbit, you know.
Yeah. I get you.
So yeah, you just want to get closer to the carrot and
and now you're the rabbit. Well, now you're the carrot. Sorry,
he was good. So yeah, it's a good lead, a good leader
to someone to chase towards. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good French people, even like Benoit now as well. He's like really fast.
Yeah, for sure.
Baptiste is fast. Like, there's a lot of guys.
No, French, it's crazy.
Good racing. I'm going to ask you, going in, because this World Cup season, we go to no new places.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go that would be cool to go and race your bike that would be like a new spot for the World Cups? Besides Brood. Besides that, where else do you want to go? Because I've like...
Lourdes will be sick, I think.
I think it'll be good.
I'm scared about the weather.
Yeah.
Because I already raced there like on nationals when I was younger, when it's wet.
Yeah.
And dude,
it's not good.
Wow. The rocks are
ice, yeah.
Ice.
Do you remember 2016 when it snowed?
It was yes, there was snow at the time.
Yeah, on the first day of practice it was snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's wet it's like super sketchy.
Yeah, so you need to go somewhere else. Or go to Lourdes later. But is there like another country? Do you want to go like Brazil? Because I really want to go to like Asia or something, or like Brazil, or like...
Could be so sick.
Something.
I would love to have like kind of a real World Cup. Cause it's an European Cup.
Yeah.
Like 6 rounds out of 8 are in Europe. So that sucks a bit.
Yeah.
We need to go to Asia.
Yeah. Come back to Australia.
I would love.
When was the last time you came to Australia? Was it
for World Champs?
Oh yeah.
17.
Yeah.
2017.
But did you come back after for the Cannonball race?
Yeah, it was in December.
In Thredbo, yeah.
No, the World Champs was in 2016. Then there was a World Cup in...
2017 was Cairns.
But the...
World Champs was in Cairns at the end. Maybe you came...
No. It was World Champs in... No,
Cairns 17. 17, yeah. And you came back... Did you come back after? Or was it 16 you came to Cannonball?
Maybe 16 to Cannonball.
Maybe 16.
Yeah. I think
that's a long time ago now.
Why we're getting old.
Yeah, but we should race, like if we raced in Australia now it would be warm, and you could race early, and then you could race like New Zealand, Australia. I think would work better. But
UCI, please
send it straight to Simon Burney. All right, so we're going to Australia, we're going to Asia.
Could be sick.
I like the next season Brazil. I'd go to Brazil. Somewhere new.
I've never been to Brazil.
Yeah.
You've been?
Yeah, when I was younger. It's good. But make it a World Cup. Like, we don't go around the world. We just go to Europe and then go to...
Yeah.
Even like when we go to Canada, we go to the French part of Canada. So it's like the most European, North American place we can go, which is crazy. But yeah, how do you feel coming into the season? Do you feel good? Like, everything feels solid?
Just apart this like sickness.
Yeah. But you feel fine, like you feel like it's gone now?
Yeah. I felt super good just until this sickness, so I'm just like kind of keep struggling a little bit. But one more week to go to recover. Yeah. But apart of that, like, I had a really good winter, just training well. Yeah, eating well, having good times,
living a good life.
Yeah, living a good life. So yeah.
And you got a new bike now as well, or newish, like slightly changed.
Yeah. So last year was a prototype.
Yeah.
So now it's like the final version.
Production. Yeah.
It's a production one.
It's good. It looks pretty good.
Pretty good.
Do you get much like input into changes on it? Like, do you tell the engineers? Like, what you think you want to change?
We really work like with the engineers on it. It's like it's like all demands with the kind of ingenious demand. Like I don't even know if like commensal want a new bike, or at first we always ask for change.
Yeah.
For changes, and so it was totally new version of the last one, this one. So with a virtual eye pivot, not only the eye pivot, so different bikes, but yeah, we are super stoked about it, and they really like take care of what we need.
Yeah.
They don't just do a bike, give us. So yeah, we work like, I think since we had the first prototype June 2020.
Yeah.
So since that we just worked on it.
Yeah.
To have the final prototype last year.
Yeah.
And for the final product.
Because you guys have your own test track. Do you guys go out there, test with engineers, and go back and forth with feedback to try and get the bike changed?
Yeah. The test track in Spain is super close to Andorra, so to the office of Commensal.
Yeah.
So it's super easy, like to all the engineers to come, like put data on the bike. If we need to change something, they can just go back to Andorra, like
get to do change. Yeah.
Yes, it's
get the drills out.
Yeah. But it's super easy, and yeah, that's why the test track was born. And yeah, then we test like.
I saw the rock garden you guys put into it though.
What?
The rock garden that just goes forever. It's just like,
it's sick.
Oh man,
looks like snowshoe one.
Oh, it's not sick. It's just I feel like someone went through it and there's just the.
Right, it's sick. Did you come into the rock garden and?
I guess you're gonna know. You're gonna test wheels and frames. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. No, cool. I've got two more questions for you, and then we can be done. And then we can go. What's your all-time favorite race you ever watched or been at, or anything? Like, what's your all-time favorite? Do you reckon? And why?
It was Léger 2019 for like to win in front of the French crowd, and it was not the Bastille Day, but the weekend of the Bastille Day is like a super important day for France.
Yeah.
So
last man down, threw it down.
Crazy run, crazy atmosphere. Like everybody in the finish line like jumped into me, and just at the podium, like the crowd was insane, and everybody was singing the national anthem. Whoa, that was something.
Yeah. Have you been practicing? Because I know you guys. I know when.
I'm bad. Was that what you mean? At singing?
Oh, it's alright. When everyone's singing it, you can't hear anyway. It's all good. And my last question: if you could give like one bit of advice to someone getting into racing, or even just probably one bit of advice for someone getting into racing, and one bit of advice just for someone riding, what do you think it would be?
I think it's kind of the same advice. First is to just have fun.
Yeah.
No, but true.
No, it's no, because Connor said the same thing.
It's like if you ride just for fun, you already have fun. So take care. But if you want like to become, I don't know, good, like ask the question why you want to be good, because you only want to be good and you think the only is a way to be good, or just because you love what you do. If you just love what you do and follow like kind of your dreams, but your dreams have to be super easy, like don't demand yourself too much, like firstly just having fun is a dream. On your bike is like you cannot ask better to life. Having fun, you go to the races with your friends, having fun, and then if you start like being good, like you start to be like professional with like start to train, and be focused on what you do. But first is fun.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's still working at the highest level. So
yeah, it always is going to work. I just laugh because I asked Connor, and Connor just said the same thing.
Fun.
But it's funny because I think when like you start riding, you ride for fun, and then you start racing, and then you think you have to be serious, and then you stop riding for fun. You start riding, like you said, for other people, and then it doesn't go well. And even if it does go well, it doesn't really. Like you'll do well, but you're not enjoying it. So what's the point? True. I was going to ask you one more. I said 2, but I'm going to ask 3. At the World Cups, what do you think we can improve to make them better? Like, what do you think? Because just for example, I think like the juniors should be filmed for finals, or like at least have our qualifying filmed, even if it's not like televised. They film it and then maybe put it up that night, or even just like the top 30. So everyone that's going to be on the live feed put their qualifying run up. I think would just add more of a story into the race instead of just like straight to finals. I think that would be a cool way.
For sure.
Like that.
True, we can really, I think, improve this side. Like the communication is not so good, I think, like on the World Cups. There is no live, no real, it's like not following by TV and everything. So when you look at, I don't know, like motocross, MotoGP, Formula One, like you can watch everything, practice, qualifying, and final. So, and this is attractive. So he won the practices, but you can watch it in live. He won the qualifying, so that makes it exciting for the final. So for sure we can really improve that. But first of all, I think we can as well improve like security. So it's not like for the sport in general, like it's not gonna make it famous to have a good security on races, but for athlete, I think it's pretty important because, like, I don't know, like I think it's getting better, but tracks are not clean. Like Marshall don't really give a fuck to the track, but then when there is like a big rock on the track, they should, I think, like remove him. So they should like give keep an eye on the track. Or maybe have some kind of the opener, like ABC rider, like can be rider like all the day long, but like clean the tracks. And after each day, like a group of people who clean the track, just to have a clean track, like it's kind of safer, like to ride on a clean track, not with rolling rocks and moving rocks, as we saw, like TT had a crash in snowshoe. It's a crash, but you can always judge it was a moving rock, not a moving rock, but anyway, it's a pass. But for me, and next to the track as well, it's often bullshit, like stumps, big rocks just next to the track. So we should like have maybe
a bit safer,
10 meters, like clean B-zone. When we saw Formula One or MotoGP, the track sides are super clean. Like this is for something. They want to keep alive the racers,
their athletes,
but for us it's like a bit sketchy, I guess. And as well, Thomas is like in Lusa 2020, like on the track, like a big stump. It was good, but like a stump, crash, put the hand on it, and broken wrist. So it's shit happens, and we just let the things happen. So it's a bit frustrating.
We need a bit more of, I think, a voice for like to push that kind of stuff, because I know like Greg's our he's meant to do that, but it's hard, like when you're racing, I think it's hard to do
for sure,
to do both. So they need like a rider's rep that isn't actually a rider, but is maybe like a past rider, someone that used to race that's now stopped, but he can kind of talk to the riders, talk to the UCI, make the track better, change things that changed. But
for sure, I think we can really improve that this side, and could be even better because eventually less injuries, so more top riders at the highest level, so better better battle, better views.
More money.
More money for you.
Yeah.
No. I think it's important.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Easy English. Spoke clearly.
I had some
Sweat.
at moments.
No, dude, it's awesome. Yeah, thank you for doing this. Thank
you very
I do
much.
appreciate it.
What a pleasure to welcome you in
your place again.
my place.
Second time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Next time I welcome you in my Andorra place.
Yeah, I'd be keen. Well, you got to come to Australia as well at some point
I want to come
in the winter. Get out of the cold. Come to summer.
I saw you. You love like driving shitty car.
Yeah.
Like that looks good.
Yeah, at my parents' house, they've got, my brother has like a track, like a rally track.
No
and
way.
we just have old cars. There's a motocross track there as well.
That's sick.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Welcome anytime. I reckon I want to try and, because in the winter over here, like I always tell Flo like to come over and everyone to come over, because I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to do and travel around and go on the beach and
looks cool.
Yeah, you need to get out of winter. It's too cold here for too long. Get away,
dude.
Yeah,
true.
Maybe you can bring your new lady friend on a holiday.
We'll do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and my girlfriend can speak French to her, and I'll just speak English. All right, Harry. Thanks, dude.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for that.
And see you soon.
Yeah, see you. Where we going, Lords?
Ooh.
Thanks, dude. Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.